Today's heading is photosynthesis and gas exchange. Photosynthesis and gas exchange. A lot of what we're talking about today is review, and we've talked and read about it in the past, but I think it's important. So we won't write down a ton of stuff, but we'll definitely review this stuff. So here we go. All right, so just a reminder, when you breathe, what gases are going in? Oxygen, O2. Out, when you exhale, CO2, carbon dioxide. Okay, you don't need to write anything, but gas exchange, one way living cells obtain nutrients and get rid of waste. So we breathe in oxygen, which is what we want, and we get rid of carbon dioxide, which is a waste. Plants need 4 substances to survive. So why don't you write this down? Plants need 4 substances to survive. If I am a plant, these are the 4 things I must have. Water, carbon dioxide, oxygen, and the sun. Water, carbon dioxide, and the sun to make sugar through photosynthesis. And then you also need oxygen to take that sugar and make it into energy. So those are 4 must-haves if you are a plant. Remember, you can always pause me. All right, how do they get their water? You don't need to write this. Most plants get their water through their roots. Pretty obvious. How do they get their carbon dioxide? We've gone over this. Through those little pore things called stomata. Okay, little pores in their leaves that are going to take in carbon dioxide and get rid of a waste, which is oxygen. When plants need to get rid of waste, what waste is it? It's water and oxygen. And they get rid of it through their stomata. I do want you to write this down. Transpiration. The loss of water through the stomata. Evaporation of water from a leaf. I kind of think of transpiration as like a plant sweating. The fancy word for people sweating is perspiration. Well, transpiration is losing water through those pores, those stomata of a plant. Humans, when we lose water through our pores, we call it perspiration. This is transpiration. Very similar. You don't need to write anything here. Stomata are usually open at one point of the day, closed at the other. Photosynthesis, you know this, you don't need to worry about this. But once again, plants using the sun, water, and carbon dioxide to make sugar, glucose. I might want you to write down the word photosynthesis. Write down the word photosynthesis. And then write down this little math problem here. We did this, I'm pretty sure we did this in class, but it's just a good reminder to have in our notes. We need light, usually the sun. Need carbon dioxide, CO2. Need water, H2O. And you're gonna end up making sugar, glucose, that's what they want, their food. And then a little extra O2, which is oxygen, which it's a waste. It's gonna just release that. So that's the formula, that's the ingredients, the math problem for photosynthesis. We went through photosynthesis. Don't write this, but 90% of the oxygen in our atmosphere is a product of photosynthesis. So plants are important, not just for food, but for oxygen. Respiration, I would probably write this down. I know we've gone over this in the past, but I'm not sure we're 100% sure. Respiration is a process in which mitochondria in plants turn sugar into usable energy. So plants make their own sugar, but then they have to take that sugar and change it into energy. We as humans also do respiration. We take our sugar that we ate from our donut for breakfast or our hamburger for lunch or whatever it might be. Our body breaks it down into a simple sugar, and then we change that sugar into energy. That's why we breathe. We respire. We breathe. We need oxygen to take that sugar and make it into energy. Plants do that too, but first they make their food. I'd also like you to write down the little math problem there. So whether it's a plant or whether it's a human being or a goat or your dog or anything like that, we need sugar, we need oxygen. Okay, we eat our sugar, we breathe oxygen, and we're going to change that into energy, carbon dioxide, and water, which are waste. You breathe out your carbon dioxide, you also breathe out a little water vapor. That's part of the reason you can see your breath on a cold day. That's water vapor that you're exhaling. So I need you to know the difference between photosynthesis and respiration. There we go.